PSG have done it again, back-to-back Champions League champions. The most dominant club in European football has delivered back-to-back trophies. But forget the celebration for a moment. Do you know how much money PSG made from winning the Champions League 2 years in a row? The numbers are almost impossible to believe. In this video, we are breaking down 5 segments. 1. How much the Champions League paid PSG. 2. How much Ligue 1 paid PSG. 3. What the players personally earned. 4. What the manager earned from the historic season. And what this means for PSG's commercial empire. By the end of this video, you will understand the full money story behind PSG's back-to-back Champions League titles. Let us get into it. Segment 1. Champions League money. Let us start with the Champions League. Uefa pays all prize money in euros, so that is what we use in this segment. When PSG won Champions League last season, they earned 144.4 million euros from that single campaign alone. The highest prize money ever collected by a Champions League winner at that time. This season, the prize pool grew even further. PSG's total earnings will exceed last season's figure significantly. Here is how the money builds up. Every club starts with a guaranteed entry fee of 18.6 million euros just for qualifying. That is before they kick a single ball. Then performance bonuses stack up with every win. Every knockout round survived adds more money. Reaching the final delivered 18.5 million euros. And winning the Champions League added another 6.5 million euros win bonus on top. Plus PSG now qualify for the UEFA Super Cup worth an additional 4 million euros just for participating, with 1 million euro more for winning it. 2 consecutive seasons of maximum Champions League earnings. That is over 290 million euros from the Champions League alone across the last 2 years. No club in the modern era of football has collected that level of Champions League prize money in back-to-back seasons. Segment 2. Ligue 1 money. Now the domestic league money. PSG play in Ligue 1 in France, not the Premier League. So this segment uses euros throughout. Ligue 1's total broadcast deal is worth approximately 900 million euros per season. That sounds significant until you compare it to the Premier League's broadcast deal worth approximately 6.7 billion pounds per season. That means PSG's domestic league earnings are a fraction of what Premier League clubs earn. Even Arsenal, who earn approximately 190 million pounds from the Premier League alone, earns more domestically than PSG do from Ligue 1. This is exactly why the Champions League is so critical to PSG financially. Without consistent Champions League participation, PSG cannot compete financially with the biggest Premier League clubs. So winning back-to-back Champions League title is not just about glory for PSG. It is about financial survival at the very elite level of world football. Segment 3. Players' money. Now let us talk about what PSG's players personally earn from the Champions League win. PSG's squad is one of the most expensive in world football. Their combined wage bill is estimated at approximately 700 million euros per season, one of the highest in football history. Every PSG player who featured in the Champions League final earns a personal win bonus. Based on PSG's bonus structure, each player pockets approximately 150,000 euro for winning the Champions League final. For a squad of 25 players, that is approximately 3.75 million euros in personal player bonuses paid out tonight alone. But here is the interesting detail. PSG's highest paid players earn weekly salary that completely dwarf their Champions League bonuses. So, for a player earning 400,000 euros per week, a 150,000 euros Champions League bonus is less than half a week's wages. This is what separates PSG from almost every other club in world football. Their wage structure is so enormous that even Champions League bonuses feel modest in comparison. Segment 4. Coach's money. Now the manager, Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique is one of the best paid managers in world football. His salary at PSG is estimated at approximately 12 million euros per year, with significant performance bonuses on top. Winning back-to-back Champions League titles triggers every possible performance bonus in his contract. His total earnings this season, including all bonuses, are estimated to exceed 15 million euros. For context, that puts Luis Enrique among the top 5 highest paid managers in world football, alongside Diego Simeone, Pep Guardiola, and Carlos Ancelotti. But here is the biggest story. When PSG hired Luis Enrique in 2023, many people questioned the appointment. He had never managed outside Spain. It was considered a risk. Today, with back-to-back Champions League titles, Luis Enrique has answered every single critic. And his next contract negotiation will reflect that completely. Segment 5. Commercial and brands. Now here is where PSG's story becomes truly remarkable. PSG's commercial revenue is already one of the highest in world football, estimated at approximately 367 million euros per season. That figure was already a record for the club. Winning back-to-back Champions League titles today pushes that figure even higher. Every global brand wants to be associated with the back-to-back champions of Europe. PSG's shirt sales, already enormous across Asia and Middle East, will spike dramatically in the coming weeks. And here is the most important commercial point of all. Qatar Sports Investment bought PSG in 2011 for just 70 million euros. In 2026, PSG's total club value is estimated at over 4 billion euros. That is a return of over 5,000% in just 15 years. Back-to-back Champions League title pushed that valuation even further. PSG are now arguably the most valuable football club brand in continental Europe. That is what winning consistently does to a club's commercial value. It does not just add money, it multiplies it. Now the question. Now I want to ask you something directly. Qatar bought PSG for 70 million euros in 2011. They spent billions building the club. And today, they have back-to-back Champions League titles. So here is my question, and I want your honest answer in the comments below. Was Qatar's investment in PSG the greatest sporting business decision of the 21st century? Or did money simply buy the trophy? Drop your answer below. Now, PSG are back-to-back champions of Europe. From 70 million euros purchase price in 2011 to a 4 billion euros empire in 2026. The secret money behind PSG's success is not just about football. It is about vision, patience, and one of the smartest sports business investment in history. So if you missed our early videos on the secret money behind Arsenal's league title and the Champions League final, the links are in the description. Subscribe because the next secret money story drops in 2 days.